Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's been a while, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I did one of these. I've been on TikTok, so y'all follow me on TikTok. Y'all follow my TikTok, Jonathan Mark 4. Um, I got a lot of short videos that I've been posting, and they've been doing the job. So today's topic, I'm gonna kind of go over what's been going on since since Trump since for about a month or so since Trump got in the full swing of things. I'm gonna talk about him trying to dismantle the Department of Education, Elon's austerity against the workforce, austerity against the social safety net, uh, all the techno oligarchical technocratic bullshit that's being waged against the American people, the agenda that will ultimately then end up going after black people, and just the 99% getting screwed over and the 1% continuing to consolidate and refine their power as they feel threatened. So they're trying to close all lanes to them being challenged. So what's been going on? So you've had, like I said, Trump Department of Education. Um, in sports, you had the Luka and LeBron trade, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry situation, NFL. Kansas City finally lost. Everybody got hip to them rigging shit. So the NFL probably was like, hey, y'all boys chill this year. uh, what else happened? Um, what else? The KD situation just happened where he yelled at his coach and moved his arm quickly for the media, making a big deal out of that. Notice they went goes 0 dark 30 during the Super Bowl of last year when Travis Kelsey, who's in more of a celebrity status with his girlfriend Taylor Swift, turned up and was all up in his coach's face. Notice they didn't do a "What's wrong with civilization itself?" Is Travis Kelsey and his genetics predisposed to violence and decadent means? Does that mean we have to go full genocide because there's nothing else we can do? As they do when the anything happens with us. They just a whole different energy. Like that one time when Des Bryant, when they didn't have the sound on purpose, but they just had him being demonstrative, and all the tweets came out. See, he's a suck. He sucks. That nigger's evil. He needs to go to hell and die. Then they put the sound on, and they was all looking embarrassed. What? Oh, DI. Affirmative action, just randomly spitting out anti-black stuff. They don't even know. And then when it comes out, he's motivating his team. He's being excited. He's being demonstrative in his determination for his team to win. He's showing alpha male leadership. They're all thrown off. Everybody's thrown off basically because it's that internalized racism by black people, and then the societal anti-black racial system and white supremacy that's by the masses. So I think I'm gonna start with the KD thing first. So the KD thing just happened. ESPN's racist ass. They don't want to talk about Justin Tucker. They don't want to talk about Dana White. They don't want to talk about Travis Kelsey. But they'll find some little bullshit with KD wanting to win, and they'll make a big deal out of it because they've been trying to get KD like they were like the overall media thing was trying to get Will Smith for a long time. So they overdo it on Will, trying to stand up for his wife, quote unquote. So back to the main topic though. They decided to overblow KD's thing, and KD, who then his coach gave a hug, and they tried to make it a narrative, and there was no narrative, and then they're still trying to run with the narrative. See, have you ever noticed when there's a huge story and it doesn't fit the color narrative or the anti-black racist genocidal narrative? that they want to continue to red summer us 1919 style. So they got to create the image of the black person being the evil monster, demon, devil, and the white savior, God, almighty, Jesus, incarnate, all good all the time image. When they whenever that doesn't that's coming unglued, the fakery comes unglued when Justin Tucker or another white guy does something like that. White guy who beat his black bedouin girlfriend wife to death, and then was surprised that she was alive, and the media didn't even cover this shit for real. They just say that they went 0 dark 30 on it. But yeah, they overdo it with KD. They didn't even touch the Travis Kelce thing. You didn't even hear about it. The online chatter is why the story came out. Media, ESPN didn't even touch the shit. Everybody, oh man, he's just being a great teammate. He's showing passion. He loves the game. Or when Brady yells at his coach, man, that damn good Tom Brady, he'll do anything to win. And then we be like, wait, what the hell? What's the difference between what T.O. and Des Bryant and them do, and KD and them do when they're passionate about winning? And these people, well, Tom Brady has 7 rings. Uh-huh. What the hell? You're moving the goalposts. We're talking about his demeanor on the sideline, him not being uh, compliant to authority, him not accepting his role as a player and listening and being disruptive and being egotistical and all that. Somehow that goes out the window. Somehow that don't even count. Sometimes, sorry, we see no evil now. Huh? What? And we're tired of the games, bruh. We tired of y'all. It don't matter what it is, bruh. It don't matter what a brother do, bruh. He's actually step on some gum on the court and he be like, damn, this damn gum on my foot. Catch it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that aggression, nigger? It's fucking insane, bro. I'm tired. I know we have been watching the same game forever. Y'all been doing the same play. And we ain't been sitting back. We've been just jotting notes. Just like when y'all uh, pretend to create a new dance, or you'll have one of your little henchmen pretend to create a new dance every couple years, or you'll take an invention or something that we created every couple years. Like the dude who created water out of thin air. All of a sudden, a year later, whoa, look what we have here. It's a machine that creates water out of thin air. Whoa! Do you see this? This great ingenuity, great white godness. What? Meanwhile, the brother created it and they sabotaged it, just like they did when Charles Page created flight. He's the one who created the airplane, and they took that shit from him and stole it. And then the Wright brothers come in a couple years later. Yeah, I wonder how we knew. This is how you do it, dude. This is how you got because you cheated. You got the notes right there that you stole from the brother, like you always been doing. This the hypocrisy and the double standard and the bullshit. It just needs to stop. That's my main point about this whole speech. We're tired. I'm tired of white supremacy. I'm tired of anti-black racism. I just want justice. We're so tired. We're tired of seeing that shit at the workplace. We're tired of seeing that shit when we go home, when we drive, when we're on TV, when we go to sleep, when we go and get something from the store, from in the store, all the white anti-black henchmen, Latinos, internalized racist blacks, and bougie and non-FBA blacks. They'll treat brothers, black people, black males and women, but especially the black males, like shit. They'll how they car in the middle. I'll be like, excuse me. They're just, I need to listen to you, but out there. Just reckless, just acting real foul. I'm like, what I tell you? But now that some straightness happening, excuse me, I'm sorry, I apologize wholeheartedly. I'm like, get the fuck out my face, man. We're just tired of the bullshit. We just want to be treated as God intended, as good people. We are good people. Majority of black people, especially black males, are good. Whether the perception and persona is whatever they've created. When I go and I meet a bunch of black men, over 95% of the people who I meet who are black males are cool. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? This and that. Cool. It's nothing. The only 5% we meet, 9 times out of 10, they either boule or they've internalized racism, which is part of boule. They've internalized racism some way somehow. Same thing too with the women. Most of the women I meet, I talk to them. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? But then you take into account the feminist wave, anti-black male shit, and the anti-internalized racism, and you get a different persona. So I think that's what the purpose of this next 50 years is: changing the narrative, taking over on all levels, so that we can set a new paradigm. That's my whole goal. Setting a new paradigm and taking over politically, taking over economically, taking over socially, taking over all forms of reality, protection, not succumbing to this anti-black genocide red summer campaign that they keep trying to push on us. This technocratic AI, now the robots going to do the racism for the crackers. No, no, Skynet offline, bitch. For real. The machines will not rise in the Matrix. Y'all is grass. Fuck you mean? The AI algorithm or the demons that's gonna go through whatever bullshit y'all up to. Nah, nah, nah. We do not accept any evil because we don't want evil to fall upon us. We only accept the highest good greatness, and we want a world of Mayat, and we want technology to work in harmony with nature and with nature's people, not to replace them. For real. And we want a society that works for the people, specifically black people who have been the most marginalized. So that means reparations. That means the FDR full economic bill of rights, where you have a living wage, right to a house. So you have a house, car, transportation, food, shelter, clothing, leisure time. If you want a business, cool. If you want to work, cool. A social safety net, universal income, so that you have an economic floor, so you're not subject to death and abject living. Because as FDR said, needy people are not free people, or necessitous men are not free people. And balancing out the relationship dynamics. This unbalanced feminist era that we're in has been bad. It's been bad for women. It's been bad for men. We need to have a balanced era, one that the man is in his place, the woman is in her place, and things balance out so that the kids can be in their place. Everything's so topsy turvy because the ruling class has set it up like that, and they sit back like, ha ha ha, I'm playing God, boy, like playing the devil. Y'all have destroyed the society itself, all on purpose. We're in an inversion hell on earth era. That's what I'm saying. It's all done by design. We know what y'all trying to set up, man. This inversion hell on earth shit. Because if you can invert everything, then you can put the negative force out there. So then the demons can just cut through, man, uninvaded. But if you have a world of goodness, of positivity, of godhood, heaven on earth, they can't live in that. And that's what we pushing. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of us for doing that. And my last point about the Trump, uh, what is it? The Trump education thing. My last thing about the Trump education thing is, he's trying to dismantle the Department of Education right now. Why is he doing this? Because they know the number one way to elevate within the social order of America is through education. It's through development. It's through getting those degrees, education systems, getting those high skill, high wage jobs, becoming a lawyer, doctor, engineer. You can get that through college. And you get that through scholarships, loans, Pell Grants right now. If they cut all that off and they dismantle it, it only gives room for higher education to the elite. This is really an attack on the masses of the people. And of course, it's an attack on black people because they're the ones who are most affected by everything. But this is an attack on the 99%. This is the 1% striking back, doing what they always do. You know what I'm saying? The empire striking back because they see the people getting one step closer and they want to erode all that. We got to call it out, man. We got to call it out. That's why I'm glad that there's enough people out there speaking truth to power. And I'm not in favor of either party. I despise the Republican Party because they're the cops that kill black people every day and get away with it. And the Democrats are the punk ass lawyers and judges who rule when there needs to be justice served. They are on the side of injustice, making sure that the killers are free. So the Democrats are the shield, shielding the sword, and the Republicans are the sword, attacking the true, the gods. And so you have people out there right now who are excited and doing the bidding and giving credence to the sword over the shield for the side of evil. But if you're against evil, you're against both sides. You're trying to put yourself on a plateau to defeat the sword and the shield. That's what the goal is: independence and defeating evil. So both parties are evil. So we're trying to now be in a situation where we create the greater good. We create our own political party. We seize power and we take over. We get reparations. We end the Black Genocide Campaign. We expose the Epstein list. We get these people brought to justice. We transform the society. We create a heaven on earth. Economic Bill of Rights, the FDR thing. In imperial wars. To take down the whole entire ruling class because they've been doing all type of evil forever, and they finally need to receive divine justice, not be rewarded. And people get scared and bow down. We don't need to be bowing down. We need to be standing up, because anytime you give in to a bully, they get more emboldened. Did y'all not remember World War II with Hitler? Every time he kept getting emboldened and y'all kept appeasing him, he kept going further until it got too late. And that's the same thing happening right now. Y'all giving in. Y'all over here pole jocking Trump. Trump's so cool. Trump's so swag. Damn, he got his shoes and shit. Sure, he just killed my brother, but shit, he swag. What? Nigga, are you crazy? Or are you just a pussy? Yeah, you just a pussy. That's what it comes down to, man. Let's stop pretending, bro. People trying to make it all cute and all this other stuff. Yeah, he's clearing the brush when it comes to the immigrant classes who have been anti-black racist, but he's clearing the brush so he can have a full line of sight on the blacks, quote unquote, and on those who he deems as undesirable, the 99%. And who is affected most by the policies of the 1%? Black people. And don't get mistaken that this ain't no policies by the 1% who run plays for on both parties, because they bipartisanly hold the sword and the shield. They just use it differently at different times, but it's on the same body, being moved by the same mind. Y'all over here, shit. We need to go ahead and run to this sword right here. Are you stupid? The sword, yeah, we don't like this shield over here. The Democrats, we gonna run to this sword. The Republicans, what? I'm not running to either side. I'm making sure that I got me a sword and a shield, and my sword and shield and my skills are better than their skills, and that I'm not on the side of righteousness, so I can break their sword and bust up their shield and finally defeat evil. That's the goal. What? And we need to set the goal, set things right. We need to get out of this weird brainstorming era that we're in right now. Shit, it's just code is the leader. We ain't gonna do nothing. We just gonna have code leader. Da, da, da. That's the brainstorming phase. That's a glob of nothingness. But then you organize it. You organize your people. You protect them. You provide for them. You create the structure. You make action, strategy, leadership, and then you take over. That's how things work. What the heck? The enemy is run by leadership. The enemy isn't run through a glob. There's just a glob of white supremacy and there's no leadership. There's nothing running it. Yeah, there is. It's called the ruling class. What the heck? And they just showed you right now that they have oligarchs running things. Elon Musk steering things. Trump took over the Republican Party. That's a leader. The organization is the Republican Party. The strategy will maintain Jim Crow style white supremacy, austerity, make sure the poor and those of working class are completely fucked, basically. Attack the whole New Deal. Attack all of MLK's shit. Attack FDR shit, Henry Wallace's shit. Attack Malcolm X's stuff. Attack all the social programs and all the stuff that was done by the Black Panthers that got established and were then added on by the federal government. That's attack the LBJ, what is it? Well, poor people's campaign stuff. Like that's what the goal is. What? What are we saying? And if possible, go pre 1865. Attack the black victory that won the Civil War, and what that created, which is 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. And that's the play, man. And we're not going to pretend like that's not the play. We're not going to be scared not to call it out. We're going to speak truth to power. And if you're too scared to speak truth to power, then get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. Sit your ass on the ground, on the sideline somewhere, or hide in the fucking covers. But stay out of the way and stop deceiving the public, because you're gonna let the people get put into the damn ovens, basically. You're guiding the people into the slaughterhouse instead of freeing them so they can be strong enough to not be sheep anymore and be the shepherd fighting back against the wolves. That's what the goal is, not to lead the sheep astray. No, the goal is to turn the sheep into a bunch of shepherds so that we all protect one another and we take over and we stop the wolves from attacking the sheep. But if there's no more sheep now, everybody to turn into shepherd, then the wolf goes starving, hungry, and he gone. And that's the goal right now. Build our people up by making sure that they're provided for economically, socially, educationally, and in all forms of the reality that they need. Create a meiotic system, an economic bill of rights system that FDR was going to establish, an MLK system of reparations that should have been done, that was promised back in 1865 when we won the Civil War. And that was gonna be enacted 100 years later by MLK and his what is it, the Poor People's March and stuff like that. So there we go. I'm gonna just leave it like that then when it comes to the Trump stuff, because I ain't no fan, dude. And that don't mean that I'm a fan of the whack ass Democrats. Just keeping it a bean. I don't co-sign no traitorous, pretendy friends. Nah. The goal right now is to create our own political party, which I've already actually started to establish, the reparations party in Florida. But what I need is at least 5% of the voting block within Florida. So if y'all get y'all ballots, y'all, and you guys want to change over your party, check that other box and type in reparations party so we can get this certified. So this isn't just brainstorming and hypothesis and theory and abstract. This is concrete, practical, on the ground. We're doing shit now. We're taking over because the vacuum is there. The Democratic Party has floundered. They've been exposed as the fake ass friend. So now it's time to fill the vacuum and be the real, true leaders, true friends, true people who stand for shit, who are about that action, who ain't on no funny style junk. That's what the goal is now. And it's time to make this a reality, man. So if y'all into this, y'all down, like, share, subscribe, and do exactly what I said. Go ahead and write that reparations party on your voter registrations cards. Go ahead and register to vote and create and become part of the reparations party here in Florida. And then let's ratify this in all 50 states so that we become a national party and replace the Democratic Party. They need to go the way of the Whig Party. There used to be the old fake left party that was established, that happened prior. This has happened before. A party has collapsed before that was huge, that had presidents and had great prestige and was leading the way as far as centuries of so-called positive policies. The Whig Party was that for a long time, and then it collapsed because it never resolved the issues of slavery. Now, the same thing is happening right now with the Democratic Party. It has not resolved the issues of its formerly enslaved. the foundational black Americans, us, black people, anti-black racism, white supremacy, the black genocide campaign, these have not been resolved. And we've been beating our heads, slamming it, and doing everything possible, turning up, George Floyd uprising, Montgomery brawl, protests, Baltimore, Ferguson, standing up, no justice, no peace, Trayvon Martin. It's been happening for almost 20 years now. It'll be close to 20 years soon. By the time 2031 happens, which is in the next 5 to 6 years, it'll be 20 years of us pushing this thing. Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, now Sonia Massey, all of this stuff. Now the lynchings have supposedly come back around. So, and not just the shooting lynchings, the hanging lynchings have come back around. So we just need to dig in further. And to those who do not understand party realignment, let me make one thing clear. Somebody said Bull Connor was a lifelong Democrat. Yes, but remember, there's something called party realignment. The Republican Party at one time was the Democratic Party, was the party of the South. They used to call the Democrats the Dixiecrats. What happened was LBJ, JFK, the Civil Rights Bill, then you had the segregationists, and then the Southern strategy came in and created a party realignment. Party realignments have happened before. Remember, the Republican Party was the quote unquote good party or the shield party, the Lincoln Party. But then during the FDR era, it did a flop, a switcheroo, because Herbert Hoover failed to do anything as a Republican to solve the problems of the Great Depression. So then FDR came in and it did a flip. It flipped. The parties flipped. It was political realignment. This has happened before. So, you know, from the Federalists and non-Federalists, party realignments happen right now. And right now, we're in the midst of a party realignment. But let's not make it a realignment where we run underneath the sword or run underneath the Republicans who are just the Dixiecrats in modern form. And let's not stay with the Democrats who are your fake friend, fake Republicans who just want to do subtle pretend reforms but not really solve any problems. Just put a couple, they just want to put like two nails or just grab two washcloths and stick them in the hole of a sinking boat. But when you need a whole new boat, they like, nah, go ahead and pull yourself up by your bootstraps while you drowning. Well, we did it, and they the ones that caused the boat to sink. So, or as Malcolm's analogy is way better. You stick a knife in my back. You stick a knife in my back, and you pull it out 6 inches. That's not progress. They pull a whole knife out. That's still not progress. Only when you heal the wound is it progress. And they haven't even begun to pull the knife out. They'll make it seem like it's not even there. that was so. I've never. He was so smooth with the flow and the vernacular and how he was able to just make wordplay and figurative speech and analogy and similes and just the whole spectrum of the English language and how to make you just absorb exactly what he's saying. That's impressive. That's a skill that's unmatched by any orator before and since. The only closest person I've ever heard give anything as good as he was Khalid Muhammad, and it was in a different form because it was just a booyah. It was just an explosion, whereas Malcolm was like a precise surgeon with a laser pointer, just like, you know what I'm saying? Will slice you up real quick and then have the knife smooth and then walk off all smooth. Khaled was just an explosion. He'll just throw the dagger, boom, and be like, and then let you know I did it. Yeah, what's up? So, but I digress, man. Khalid Muhammad is what I'm talking about, and Malcolm X was what I was saying before. But I just want people to understand political and party realignment because there's a lot of people who don't know. There's a lot of people who are misinformed, and there's a lot of people who are informed and are trying to deceive. So it's good to put everything in its proper place. And it's time for us to become independent, take over, take power, not be the do boys, servants, underlings, henchmen, viceroys for people who want us to be 18 feet in the grave, not 6 feet under, 18 feet under, and then want us to go dig ourselves while we dead deeper. Like, nah, we done with that, man. And we got to call that out. That's why I'm calling out that Trump dismantling, destruction of the Department of Education, because these are direct frontal assaults to attack black people, but all people in general, but especially black people, because we're affected the most because of slavery, because of miseducation, because of lack of education, because of lack of social mobility and access to resources. So we got to call this shit out and stop being scared. Stop pretending because you cool. That's another thing too. We need to stop getting on that high horse. Just because you as an individual have money, that's not okay. The people don't have money though. The people need stuff. You cool, but are the people cool? Most of our people work. Most of our people are living day to day. Most of our people still need things. And things are getting even higher. It's not okay just because you living off of what the people deserve, like have created, or what the people have given you. So you good. So that means everybody good. No, everybody not good. And we not sitting back chilling. Because we know what time it is. We know at any moment this shit could go full Rahowa and they could just turn all the guns on us. We're not chilling. We're ready. We are ready to stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. That's where we at right now. And we need to be even bolder so that the more bold we are out there, the more ready we are, and the more power we are that we take, the more that the enemies back down. And the ultimate goal is for them to back down to the point where they no longer have power over us, over anything within our reality. We need to completely destroy the slave image and the slave reality that we still are in right now. We're still in chains. We're still in bondage. As Colin Muhammad said, we're still a slave to the Democratic Party, still a slave to the Republican Party. We can't even see a goddamn Freedom Party. Right now, he was saying that shit back in the goddamn 90s, and those words are more true now than it was when he said that shit. And that's just straight up fact. That's just facts. Look at them. We can't even see a Freedom Party right now. We're talking about reparations, and we over here talking about, will Trump give it to us? Would our master Trump give it to us? Shit. Oh, shit, we might need to wait 4 more years for the Democrats. Why are we waiting on anybody? We we need to be making plans and taking forth and being proactive and taking power our fucking selves. And that's what I'm saying. Our own political party, our own protection force, our own making sure that we are safe and provided for ourselves. That's what the goal is. We don't need to be sitting back and waiting and stalling out. You only are able to stall out strategies only fucking work if you're up on the goddamn scoreboard. But if you're down and if this is a war of attrition, your resources are going to run out before their resources are going to run out. So you need to be getting points, and getting points means creating your own party and winning seats, getting scores on the scoreboard, winning public policies, enacting policies yourself, gaining power yourself, resources yourself. Then you can hold out and have their ass collapse because now you have the resources. Now you have the points to do so. Come on, man. What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about, man. This shit just angers me so much because I feel like I should be higher on this plateau right now. I swear to God, I should be higher on this level right now. For real. It's too much shit that I know above everybody that's out there right now. All the people y'all hear, y'all talk about, y'all look at. Them people ain't doing shit. And they too pussy to do anything for real. What they gonna do? What Tupac said? Y'all gonna do a march? Y'all gonna do a raffle? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's stop playing around. And you're not even true to the game for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm so true to this shit right now. It's in my soul. I don't even feel right when I'm around fuck shit for real no more. I don't even feel right when I'm not doing nothing for real right now. My whole mindset is stuck on us finally winning the day, man. I'm not okay just living day to day and pretending like everything's cool or passing my life around by going on vacations or by just doing like basic stuff. So it's not okay. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. It's not. It's not. It's just being honest. It's not good enough. Getting handout, getting money. It's cool, resources wise. It's cool to celebrate and do all that, you know. But it's not good enough right now. We need more. So, and I that's just how I feel, man. That's just how I feel. So I'm gonna end it off like that because I said a lot, and this is good. I'm glad I came back with a bang. It needed to be said, for real. This ain't the era to be no little hoe, man. This ain't the punk ass era, the little hide in the corner like a little bitch ass era. This is the stand up and be a man era, and be a woman, be a king, be a queen, be a god, a goddess, be Amen Ra, be all the greats that we've been learning about since we all got quote unquote woke or whatever. Like, this is that time. Hell, we keep it a bean. The people before us was in worse shit. Jim Crow was worse than this. Slavery was worse than this. And they had way more balls than we did. Just like John Henry Clark was saying about them back then. Y'all black people don't got no nerves. Talking about, dude, they had more nerves back then. We got way more shit. Like, even when I'm out in public, the urgency ain't even there for real. You talk to some black people, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, we gonna do what? Look at this hotel nigga. Look at this stupid ass nigga. All right, nigga. That's the mindset. That's part of the reason why I'm glad a punk ass nigga like Trump got in there. A fuck ass cracker like that. Cause we need a cracker like that just go balls to the wall. Niggers, we're gonna come back, we're gonna record this shit. Cause every black person needs to be as revolutionary as I am right now. That's what we need to be at. We don't need to be on no whole ass, I'm better than you, fuck nigga, or hey, I'm a black woman and I hate dudes and I'm better than all the men, or I'm a black woman and I hate the hood rat black women, or whatever stupid junk y'all on right now. All of that class division shit that the crack has created for you to divide yourself off of, that shit needs to be deaded right now. This is the time of collective togetherness takeover season. This is the Aquarius rebellion takeover time. This is the revolutionary era where we finally take the game over for good now, and we end all this evil. We end racism. We end white supremacy. We end evil itself. We end this hell on earth pedophilia, Epstein shit that your boy Trump list is on. We end all that, and Bill Gates and them boys, and the royal family, and the banksters. We end all that. This that era right now. This is what era we in. We're in the era of goodness. We're in the era of greatness. We're in the era of godhood and heaven on earth, and it's time. So I'm gonna end it off like that. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, get ready for more videos, boy, because I came back with a vengeance, and I'm hyped right now. Yeah, you can feel it. I know y'all feel that, boy. I know y'all feel that energy, man. It needed to be said, because I've been sitting back and I've been seeing a lot of little whole shit by revolutionaries, quote unquote, by people who are supposed to be to the left of what's going on, but y'all to the right of everything that's going on. Y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all too ready to assimilate, bro. It's not time for assimilation. It's time for takeover and transformation to the highest good, not succumbing and bowing down to the lowest evil. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and check out my TikTok, Jonathan.Mark4, and I look forward to making more videos, man. Make this go viral, man. Make these videos go viral. Tired of getting my views so low, and I'm speaking just straight facts, and y'all letting little people who ain't even speaking truth, ain't even breaking it real down for you, and they shit going viral. Come on, y'all. It's time. Let's go. It's time for me to be a top voice out there, to be the number one voice out there, since everybody else too chicken to stand up, even they show their face for real. It's time to let me create content. Let me get the money. You giving all the money to people who just want to embellish themselves. Let me create real content so I can not only provide for myself, but then create that lane for our people. Give me the resources. So, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, and make me a staple in this game. And my Cash App is in the bio. Y'all go ahead and Cash App and let's go. Thank you all for listening.